All right. So this one gets heated really fast. Ilhan Omar gets in front of Congress and started playing the victim, talking about being an immigrant and being treated unfairly. But then Congresswoman Lisa McClain steps in, and what she says next, Ilhan Omar did not see that coming. No yelling, no drama, just straight fact. And it completely flips the moment. You need to watch this.
Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those in favor say no. No. It's the opinion of the chair that the ayes have it and the resolution is agreed to. And without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
This debate today, it's about who gets to be an American. What opinions do we have to be counted as Americans? This is what this debate is about, Madam Speaker. There is this idea that you are a suspect if you are an immigrant, or if you are from certain parts of the world, or a certain skin tone, or a Muslim. It is no accident that members of the Republican Party accused the first Black president, Barack Obama, of being a secret Muslim. Well, I am Muslim. I am an immigrant, and interestingly, from Africa. Is anyone surprised that I am being targeted? Is anyone surprised that I am somehow deemed unworthy to speak about American foreign policy? Or that they see me as a powerful voice that needs to be silenced? Frankly, it is expected.
Today, we're diving straight into one of the most intense congressional showdowns we've seen lately, a fiery exchange that put identity, law, and the Constitution head-to-head. At the center of it all, Representative Ilhan Omar, who came out swinging with bold accusations, but it didn't end the way she may have hoped. Let's break this all down into 10 key moments that tell the real story, and expose the deeper battle going on behind the headlines. Ilhan Omar started off by painting herself as a victim of racism, of Islamophobia, and of political targeting.
Gentleman reserves. Gentlelady from Michigan is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And to use that logic, well, then all those people should have just said sorry and we'd move on, right? But no, we don't do that. And let me tell you, I take a little bit of offense to what the hell is wrong with me. I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with me. I took an oath to defend the Constitution, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Again, I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm going to hold the Constitution, and it's very simple. We really shouldn't even have this debate. If you break the law and you follow due process, there are consequences to your actions, even if you say sorry. So we can try all of the diversion tactics that we would like. It doesn't change the fact that someone broke the law and that someone should be held accountable. It is disappointing, Mr. Speaker, that their own party can't hold them accountable, that they have such hypocrisy. So with that, I yield 2 minutes to my friend from New York, Nicole Meliatakis.
Gentlewoman from New York is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We've heard from my colleagues the reasons why the Representative Omar should be removed from this committee, but I feel like all the reasons have not just yet been stated, which is why I rise to add for the record. We've heard about the comments that were made regarding anti-Semitism and anti-Israeli views, but I rise to add to the record that as a member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, I've sat there and heard the representative actually spew anti-American rhetoric as well. I've been in that committee room where the representative equates Israel and the United States to Hamas and the Taliban. Absolutely unacceptable for a member of that committee. I've also heard the representative equate that it is the United States' fault that there is turmoil in Venezuela. That is not because of the oppressive socialist and communism that has spread throughout Central and South America, in Venezuela at the hands of the Maduro and Hugo Chavez regimes. That is unacceptable. And as a New York representative, to hear the representative belittle, to try to diminish the worst terrorist attack on United States soil on September 11, 2001, as some people did something, that is unacceptable as well. And I hold the same standard for this side of the aisle that I do the other, because when another colleague on my side said something about 9/11, I also voted to have her removed from the Education Committee because I thought that was inappropriate. So I'm being consistent here, and I hope my colleagues will do the same to show that this is about consistency and accountability, because we should not have an individual with those views on the committee that is tasked with representing our country and our Congress to foreign nations. I yield back.
And that's really what this comes down to. Look, most people I talk to, they don't hate immigrants at all. People are fine with others coming into this country, as long as they come in the right way. That's not a crazy idea. But where people start having a problem is when someone comes here, benefits from everything the country offers, and then turns around and constantly tears it down. That's where the frustration comes from. Because how do you take everything that this country gave you and then act like it's the worst place on earth? It just doesn't make sense to a lot of people. And then on top of that, you play the victim. That's where people check out. Because if you constantly come at people with disrespect, dishonesty, that's when that same energy comes back right at you. So now, nobody's saying you can't criticize the country. That's part of free speech. But now there's a difference between criticism and straight up content. And then a lot of American feels like that line keeps getting crossed. Because at the end of the day, people actually want leadership that respects the country, represents it properly, and puts American first. So that's it. Nothing extreme. So when moments like this happen in Congress, people pay attention because it feels like someone is finally saying what they've been thinking. Now the real question is this: was that response fair or did it go too far? I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.